What is going on, everyone? Joe here. Welcome back to my channel and episode 3 of the Remco Evenepoel Pro Cyclist. Today we're getting ready for the UAE Tour and we'll play through the UAE Tour, of course. It's got a mixture of time trials, flat stages and some mountainous stages, so looking forward to see how Remco can do in that. Worth noting that since the last episode I've actually reduced some of his stats. I think I was a bit too kind to him, to be honest, to start off. So as you see, -1 to mountain, hill, time trial, a few other stats as well. Hopefully it'll be more fun that way, make it a bit more of a challenge as well. And also, you guys may have noticed a few of the stats may have looked slightly weird or slightly off during the first few episodes. That should all be fixed now, as you can see here. And also, it has been about 10 days since I recorded those episodes, and I have updated a few stats just according to how the real life World Tour has gone. So for example here you can see I've given Egan Bernal a boost after, of course, he won Paris-Nice, and that's the same update he's had in the World DB. And if we go to Astana, these guys have had a few stat increases as well. Fuglsang, for example, he's had a good start to the season. Even a guy like Bettiol, who's been riding really well in real life, he's had a bit of a boost as well. So I have tried to keep it somewhat realistic. Yeah, I won't do that too much going forward. It's just as we're early on and I haven't played the save for a while, I thought I would spend a bit of time doing that. Oh, and one other thing, guys, you may have noticed, or you will have noticed in the last episode, that I was saying Alvaro Hodeg rather than Alvaro Hodge, which is how you're meant to pronounce his name. It's kind of a funny story if you don't know, but basically someone misspelt his name. It is always meant to be Hodge, but someone has misspelt it, so now his actual name is spelt Hodeg, but they still pronounce it Hodge. So my bad on that one. Obviously won't be saying that again. So there haven't been that many big races at this point of the season. The Tour of Oman is probably the biggest race since the Vuelta San Juan, and Simon Yates took that ahead of Chris Froome. Great result for him there. And if we go to the team victories chart, here we go. We just have 4 victories. Quickstep have 4 victories this season. I don't think we've won a race this month yet. Usually it seems like Quickstep are winning races every day, so we do need to up our game. Usually we're right at the top here, so hopefully we can get some wins together in the UAE Tour. So here we are for the start of the UAE Tour, and it does start with the team time trial. Let's take a look at the start list. We do have Elia Viviani leading the sprints. We also have Julien Alaphilippe. He will be our leader as well as Viviani. Then we have Davenens, Seneschal, Peter Seri and Petr Vakoc. And there we are. We probably won't be the leader in the mountains. That will still be Alaphilippe, I think, despite him still coming into fitness. But yeah, hopefully Vivi and Alaphilippe can get some stage wins, and hopefully we can showcase that we can compete at this level. Let's get into the time trial. So a few teams have already left the start list. There are still 13 teams to go before it's our turn, but let's take a look at the start list for this race. So we know our team, Bahrain, have Nibali as their leader. Team Sky have Chris Froome. UAE have Gaviria, Pogacar and Philipsen here as well. Interesting to see how Pogacar does. He's very similar level rider to us, I think, and also very young, of course. Simon Yates leads Mitchelton Scott. Lotto Soudal have Caleb Ewan. Bora are led by Sam Bennett. Demar is here for FDJ. Bataglin's here. Cavendish is here. Gorka Izagiri leads Astana. There's Laporte here for Cofidis in the sprints. Latour leads AG2R. There's Uman for Sunweb. Dan Martinez leads Education First. Movistar don't have a particularly strong team. But yeah, there's the start list. Quite a few very strong riders in the mountains. Nibali, Froome, Simon Yates, 3 of the best stage racers in the world. So it'll be really interesting to see how Remco can do up against these guys. So we have just left the start gate. I think I've set this up all properly. I'm not sure, to be honest. I think I've got to control the other riders as well. We really don't have the best time trial squad here. Evenepoel, Seneschal, Vakoc. Well, you can see the stats. Certainly far from the strongest time trial team. So not expecting to compete today. Let's try and limit our losses though. So we are now approaching the first time check. How are we going to do compared to the other teams? Let's take a look. And we're all the way down in 14th. Just 11 seconds down though. Hopefully we can get into the top 10 at the end of the time trial. Let's take a look. So here we are into the final kilometre. Where are we going to go? Can we get into the top 10? I don't think we're going to be honest. And we're still down in 15th, 45 seconds down on Team Sky already. Not the best opening time trial for us. So there is Team Sky take the opening time trial, 13 seconds clear of CCC, a dominant win for them. And it will be no other than Chris Froome who moves into the leader's jersey. Hard to see him losing this, to be honest. So we actually ended up down in 19th place, awful time trial. It is quite close though. We only lose 14 seconds to Katusha who were 10th, so we're not too far away. And of course, all the time is going to be gained pretty much in the mountains. So here's a look at stage 2. It is a flat stage, not expecting to see much GC action here. Elia Viviani starts the day as the favourite. Some very tough competition though with Gaviria and Ewan here as well as a bunch of other names. So yeah, hopefully Viviani can take the win. Let's take a look and see how we can do. So guys, we are just about entering the final 10 kilometres in the stage. The breakaway were caught with about 45 kilometres to go, and since then it's been UAE and Quickstep on the front setting down a really fast pace. As you see, Seneschal is absolutely done already. 8 kilometres still to go. Everyone's got their eyes on Viviani and Gaviria, I think. Need to keep an eye on Caleb Ewan, who's down here somewhere as well. We're just making sure we're staying towards the front. We're not going to try and get involved in any type of lead out, I think. Don't want any more Hodge disasters. So just under 5 kilometres to go now. We use that energy gel. Viviani's looking in a good position, but he doesn't have anyone else up there. Let's try and move up slowly. 85. Lotto Soudal make their move on the right. Let's go up to 89 here. Can we just grab someone's wheel? There's Demar here. Maybe we can follow him. They're all on this side of the road. Caleb Ewan's up here. Let's just go for the line now. 1 kilometre to go. Gaviria in fantastic position. Will he take the stage or will it be Caleb Ewan? I think it will be Fernando Gaviria. No, it is Caleb Ewan just ahead of Fernando Gaviria. What a win for him. Demar in 3rd and Viviani was absolutely nowhere to be seen. I think we finished ahead of him as well. We come in 10th. Not sure what Viviani was doing. He was kind of waiting around. He didn't go with the sprinters. So a great win for Caleb Ewan, holding off Fernando Gaviria. A really strong sprint from him. And it will be Caleb Ewan who moves into the leader's jersey, now ahead of Chris Froome after Lotto Soudal's strong team time trial. So we do get our first top 10 in the World Tour, which is 30 points towards that level 9. Very nice stuff there. So taking a look ahead to stage 3, and it is Jebel Hafit, the first climbing stage of the race. Simon Yates, our teammate Alaphilippe and Chris Froome are the 3 favourites on the day. Evenepoel managed 15th place on this stage in the real life version, so it will definitely be interesting to see how we can do compared to that. So we have just started the stage and we do have a -1 race day condition, but because of our good fitness we actually do get a +1 on mountain. And Alaphilippe also on a -1, he's going to be having a really tough day. There you go, still incredible stats, but we'll be working for him. We do have the role of helper or teammate, so we'll be working for Alaphilippe today. Hopefully we can finish in the top 20 still though. Big moment guys, there's a massive fall in the peloton. Oh, it's a massive fall. 4 riders from Quickstep down, including ourselves and Alaphilippe. Not ideal at all. I think we're all up okay. Actually, there is Seri who's had to withdraw here. Seri, Kalmajan, Nadagnu and Schillinger have all had to withdraw. Oh, it's not ideal at all. It's not ideal at all. We should make it back up to peloton. There's Chris Froome down here as well. You can see the whole Sky team are waiting. Let's just try and stay here, move it up to 90. We're struggling to cling on, to be honest. Let's get right back up. There you go. There you go. We'll stay in this group. We will make it back to the peloton just fine. But that is going to be some big energy expended for ourselves and Alaphilippe. So guys, less than 15 kilometers to go in the stage. There is a sprint here. Gaviria, Ewan and Cavendish compete for that. Viviani didn't even bother. I have tried to recover some of that resistance we lost from that fall. Looks like we haven't really been able to though, as we are just about to enter the bottom of the mountain as well. So let's slowly move up to the front. really trying to conserve our energy. We're probably going to be the last man left on the climb with Alaphilippe, so that will be our job, to help Alaphilippe stay as much as he can towards the front. Can't see him taking the stage now after that fall, to be honest. Pace is going to really increase now, so we're going to have to increase our tempo as well. Let's go up to 77. We're quite far down in the peloton, as you see. Back's all the way down here though, so we do need to try and make our way back up to the front. AG2R really working hard, as well as Mitchelton Scott. Their riders must be feeling really good today. Let's try and move over to the side here. Don't want to get blocked off. Just 8 kilometers to go. We are going to have to increase the tempo. We are staying around here at 80, but I do want to make our way towards the front. Let's go up to 85. Try and get closer towards the rest of the team and the front of the peloton. A few guys struggling already, going out the back. Vingegaard here for Lotto. We're probably going to have to use that energy gel soon. As you can see, the pace is so high, as you would expect. Still 140 riders in the peloton, but now we're in 12%. Really steep now. It's really steep the whole way up, basically. It does flatten out very slightly as we get towards the top, but very slightly. Seneschal now done for the day. We have Vakoc now protecting Alaphilippe, who's really struggling. Alaphilippe really struggling after that fall. Viviani has more resistance left than him, as well as Davenens. We're really struggling though. Pace is high. Pace is slowed though. And Gorka Izagirre attacks off the front. Conrad follows. Ooman follows. Is that an attack or are they... No, that is an attack. So Ooman, Conrad and Izagirre are now off the front. 13%. This is crazy percentages. I can't see us getting a top 15 like Evenepoel managed in real life today, to be honest. I think we're struggling, I'm afraid, guys. Probably have to lower it to 75 now, as Vakoc is now done. Alaphilippe pretty much done as well on the front. Who's attacking off the front? Viviani working really hard to try and catch Gorka Izagirre. He's flying up the road. Ooman can't go on. Conrad can't keep up with Gorka Izagirre. Izagirre looking really good for the stage today. Oh boy, the pace is so high. We can't go faster than 75 though. I'm afraid that is all we have today. So yeah, that looks like it, guys. We're struggling, really struggling to stay with the front guys, I'm afraid, with 2 kilometers still to go. Alaphilippe's done as well. Not the best day for Quickstep at all. Davenens is slightly up the road, but with just half a kilometre to go, let's take a look at the finish line. Patrick Conrad looks like he's going to take the stage. Formulo's hunting him down. Is that a Bora 1-2? I think it is. Patrick Conrad takes the stage for Bora Hansgrohe. Perhaps a surprise win there. Ahead of his teammate Davide Formulo. What a stage for them. Is that Magnus Cort Nielsen? Unreal performance from him to finish up in the top 5. He finishes 3rd, just ahead of Nibali. Many of the other favourites are here. Gorka Izagirre couldn't hold Conrad off. Froome and the rest of the favourites are all still here, it seems. And we end up crossing the line in a lowly 43rd place next to Alaphilippe. So there is Patrick Conrad atop the podium, 9 seconds clear of his teammate, and they were both over 30 seconds clear of the rest of the peloton. What a day for Bora Hansgrohe. And that moves Patrick Conrad into the leader's jersey, ahead of his teammate Formulo. Really good race for Bora at the moment. Daniel Martinez moves into the white jersey for EF Education First, and we are still outside the top 10 in this competition. So not a good stage for the Quickstep boys today, I'm afraid. We finished 3 minutes and 34 seconds down. That fall about 35 kilometers to the line, that really hurt us because we lost a lot of energy trying to get back to the peloton along with Alaphilippe, and that meant we couldn't really compete on the mountain. So now taking a look ahead to stage 4, and it is Hatter Dam for that steep punchy finish. Caleb Ewan actually won this race in real life, which shows kind of how short that really punchy finish is. It also shows how good Caleb Ewan is, I guess, but Julien Alaphilippe will be the favourite for today. Stage that really suits him with that good hills and good acceleration, so hoping he can get the win today and really get our race underway. So guys, we've just left the start line and typically we get a +2 day. We could have really done with that on the last stage, but we can use it today. As you see, pretty steep finish. So we'll definitely try to stay towards the front and work for Alaphilippe. A -1 day for him, but he'll definitely be one of the favourites, I think. So we are at the first short climb of the day. Drucker is on the front for Bora, There are 9 men up the road. You can see them here. We're just towards the back of the peloton. We'll just move towards the front slowly, try and conserve our resistance. Looks like it will be for the peloton today, so I'll probably see you closer to the finish line. So guys, just 15 kilometers to go in the stage. The breakaways still do have a lead. They are just up the road though. Looks like they are about to be caught. Viviani and Seneschal have been working on the front. Dimension Data and Lotto as well now. Assume Alaphilippe is right up. Here he is towards the front. We're in a good position right towards the front. Let's maintain position here. Still 30 seconds up to 7 men up the road. They do have a chance, but I'm expecting the pace to really pick up even more as the road goes uphill, just up the road here. So 12 kilometers to go. Hool is on the front. The breakaway looks absolutely done. Everyone is done in the breakaway, and that is it. The breakaway is over. Hatterdam will be won by someone from the peloton. And as you see, Alaphilippe, Vakoc moving up. Viviani working really, really hard on the front for quick step. We need to try and stay towards the front here. Pace is really, really high. Alaphilippe right towards the front with Vakoc. We've still got some good energy left though. Let's move up slowly now. Still, there is a short downhill section. Then it does go uphill before the really steep finish. So yeah, we're looking pretty good actually. Pretty happy with how we're looking. In a good spot. Let's stick towards the front here. Next to Vakoc. Use that energy gel. 7 kilometers to go. Nizzolo on the front for Dimension Data now with Slactor. Just 6 kilometers here. Looks like Alaphilippe is just going to use Vakoc. We just need to try and stay towards the front. Let's sit on Viviani's wheel here. He's towards the front. We're in a really, really nice spot actually. Dave Nens is going to pull, then Viviani. And then we're going to be on the front of the peloton. And it looks like we'll lead everyone into Hatterdam. Just 4 kilometers to go here. Alaphilippe is in a good spot. Right towards the front of the group. Viviani on the front now. Then it will be Remco Evenepoel. So just 3 kilometers to go. Viviani doing one last pull. Now we go. Let's up it to 85, 86, up to 90 as we enter Hatterdam. Here we go. The road is about to go very steep upwards. Skyer on the left for Chris Froome. Where is Alaphilippe though? He's some way down. He's not in the best position at all. We need to sprint now though. Sosa's in a good position. Colbrelli looks really good. Colbrelli and Court Nielsen. We're on the right, but I think it will be Sonny Colbrelli who takes Hatterdam ahead of Magnus Court Nielsen. And I think Chris Froome is going to come in third, is he? Or will it be Conrad? Alaphilippe was out of position. He does finish in the top 10. And we come across the line in 10th place. Really solid position there. Really happy with that. I don't think there'll be any gaps. Seems everyone is in the same group. But really happy with that result actually. So a big win for Sonny Colbrelli and Bahrain Merida as he wins on Hatterdam ahead of Magnus Court Nielsen. And Patrick Conrad stays in the red leaders jersey ahead of Formolo and Chris Froome still. So no time gaps I don't think today, no time gaps at all. Shame Alaphilippe, he kind of dropped off the front. He was in a really good position heading into the final 5 kilometers, but he kind of got pushed back slightly and that left him too much to do, so he could only come in 6th. But really happy with our top 10 actually. That's really solid considering our stats, I think. So stage 5 is another one for the sprinters. No chance of any GC action, I don't think, unless there are any crosswinds. Elia Viviani does start the day again as the favourite. We do have Gaviria and Ewan to look out for. Hopefully Viviani can do a much better performance today because Quickstep have really struggled so far this race. We need to win at least one stage, I think. Hopefully Viviani can get it today. So again, not the best race day conditions for us today. Viviani does get a -1. Because he's in good fitness though, he does get a +1 to that sprint. Really important. Hopefully he can get the win like I mentioned. Let's cut forward towards the end of the stage. So guys, we're only about 50 kilometers into the stage still, but I have noticed there are some really strong winds. 33 miles an hour crosswinds, and we can definitely use that to our advantage, perhaps maybe create some echelons. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do it without controlling the rest of the guys, but perhaps we can lay down a pace towards the end of the stage if the wind stays, and yeah, try and create some gaps. So guys, we're now into the final 10 kilometers of the stage, and there are still the crosswinds here, as you see, going across the road 25, I think it's miles an hour, could be kilometers an hour, and you can see the formation the peloton takes, trying to get some cover from the wind. So it's going to be really important to stay towards the front here, as we are doing, whereas Viviani here is to our left. Not going to try and lead him out or anything. Let's just try and stay towards the front. Perhaps we can grab Court Nielsen's wheel here. Or I think Viviani's taken that actually. But yeah, we're right towards the front, in a good position. Can slow it perhaps to 80, just 3 kilometers to go now. Viviani is in a solid position. Hopefully he can at least do better than he did on the first stage, I think it was. We're following Wallace here for Lotto. We're in a good spot. Final 2 kilometers here. Viviani is off. Let's try and stick with these guys. We're not going to be able to. Let's take a look at the finish line. Who will it be? Elia Viviani versus Christophe Laporte. And it will be Elia Viviani who takes the win, just ahead of Christophe Laporte for Cofidis. Magnus Cort Nielsen in a good 3rd place. We celebrate as Viviani takes the win. And Evenepoel comes across in 12th. So making sure we stay towards the front. Solid 12th for us. And Elia Viviani gets the win for Quick-Step. So a great sprint from Viviani today. He followed Cort Nielsen, peeled off him. Laporte was in a great position. He wasn't quite quick enough to beat Viviani though. He had the quicker acceleration and he takes the stage. Finally getting our win. So there is Elia Viviani atop the podium for Quick-Step, getting our first win of the race. I think that's our 5th of the season as well. So taking a look at stage 6 and Jebel Yates, it is the final climbing stage of the race. Simon Yates, Chris Froome and Vincenzo Nibali are the 3 favourites. Hopefully Alaphilippe and ourselves can get a good race day condition on an important climbing day for a change. So yeah, I'll see you on the start line. So on the start line guys, we do get a 0, but we do get +2 to mountain and +1 because of our good fitness. Alaphilippe as well, good day for him. Hoping the Quick-Step boys can do a good job in the mountains today. Let's cut forward towards Jebel Yates. So guys, not too much action today, still over 40 kilometers to go to the finish. We're sat in the peloton. There are an 11-man break, and Lotto, Jumbo Visma have gone all in for the break. They have Tolhoek, De Plus and Baumann. 3 really good riders, I think. Kanga is here as well. So the breakaway is capable today. They still have 3.5 minutes as well. Let's get a look at them. Here they are up the road. So perhaps the breakaway has a chance of victory today. Let's see. I'll probably see you on the bottom of Jebel Yates now. So guys, just under 20 kilometers to go now. The climb slowly increases in percentage. There is a short, steep section here actually, but yeah, we've lost some resistance already. Pace has been really fast on that final flat section. Obviously trying to bring in Jumbo Visma. Let's push it up to 80, try and get closer towards the front of the peloton. Not expecting any moves early on this climb. This climb isn't the steepest as you see, probably between 6 and 8% I would say for the majority of it. So it's going to be more about resistance I think. So yeah, we have obviously pretty good resistance for a young rider, 73 today. I do think we'll be sporting Alaphilippe though. He looks really strong today with that 77 mountain and all his other great stats. So yeah, let's hopefully try and stay towards the front with him and see how Alaphilippe can do today. So here we are guys, the pace is really picked up now. It's Cosnefroy on the front with Ewan and Gidic for Astana. They're pushing the tempo. The breakaway are still together. There's Tolhoek and Verona up the road. So 2 men have gone a minute clear as well. Surprised De Plus and Baumann haven't gone with him actually. That is a surprise to me. But yeah, the pace is really going to pick up now, as we soon will be in the final 10 kilometers of the stage. And there's still 136 riders in the peloton. Expecting that to come down very, very quickly now. So yeah, 9 kilometers to go in the stage now. Pace slows, so we can slow up slightly. Let's go to 75. Dan Martinez is here in the white jersey. We've got our eye on him. We are 13th in that competition, over 2 minutes down. Not expecting to get anywhere near that, but hopefully we can kind of get closer to it. Still, almost 2 minutes left to the breakaway. The peloton does have some work to do to take the stage today. You can just about see them up the road, whereas Alaphilippe, he's dropped slightly further down. And there's attacks on the front. Caruso goes, Chris Froome follows. Now we're going to have to really up the tempo. Gorka Izagiri tries to follow as well. Is that it? Conrad is being brought up the road by his teammate Davide Formolo. Let's use that energy gel now. Caruso and Froome have got away. They are up the road. Surprised it's Caruso who's attacking instead of Nibali. And the pace slows again. They've been caught. There you go. Let's maintain position. Yeah, I am surprised that it was Caruso who went instead of Nibali. Hiver attacks for direct energy. Perhaps we can just protect Alaphilippe now. Where is he? He is here. Let's protect Alaphilippe. Let's protect Julien Alaphilippe for the rest of the stage for as long as we can anyway. Vakoc is just about still here. And Dan Martinez attacks for the white jersey. Ulysses follows him. Caruso as well. It doesn't look like anyone is going to react immediately. Chris Froome now, Conrad on his tail. Simon Yates and Magnus Cort Nielsen. Race explodes now. There's still 1.5 minutes up the road to Tolhoek and Verona. We just about protect Alaphilippe, and there it is. We are now done for the day. Good job's work, 3 kilometers to the finish line. Alaphilippe still has some energy left. Hopefully he can get towards the front, perhaps challenge for the stage. Not sure where we're going to come. We're going to be well down, I think. Can Alaphilippe take it? He's 50 seconds down still. Let's take a look at the finish line. Who will it be in the fog? This is an absolutely crazy view. Can't really see much, to be honest. Perhaps this one will be better. I'm not really sure. Who's going to take the stage? We don't know. It is Verona ahead of Tolhoek. And you can hardly see them in the mist. Absolutely crazy stuff. So the breakaway did take it. I thought they had a good chance. Chris Froome wins from the peloton. Alaphilippe stays in 8th, so solid result for him. We're going to be somewhere in this group behind. This mist is absolutely mental. Can hardly see anything. And we crossed the line in 36th position. Not terrible. So Carlos Verona takes the win for Movistar. Surprising that he was able to outsprint Tolhoek, to be fair. I think Tolhoek's a slightly better rider. There is a group of, 6 riders from the peloton who stay in the front group. Great ride from De Plus, who stayed with them from the breakaway. And good ride from Alaphilippe. That will move him up in the GC. But it is Patrick Conrad who remains in the leader's jersey. 17 seconds ahead of Chris Froome. Looks like it's his tour to lose now. He's had a great race so far. And we actually move up to 7th place in the Young Riders jersey. Dan Martinez now in control of that, 1 minute clear of Pogacar. We're 3 minutes down, so not the worst performance. Would have liked a top 5, not sure if we'll be able to move up now though. So there it is, a great stage for Jumbo-Visma. They put all their men in the breakaway. De Plus and Tolhoek, they're outstanding performers on the day. Shame they couldn't get the win though. Really great result for Carlos Verona. As you see, Tolhoek, probably the best rider. Would have expected him to take the stage ahead of Verona. He must have been on a great day. Alaphilippe in 8th. Where does that move him up into GC? I mean, he's still down in 25th after that horrific stage. Stage 3 it was. We are 38th. And like I said, 7th in the Young Riders jersey. A quick look at stage 7 then. And it is a flat stage into Dubai. Looks like it will definitely be for the sprinters. Gaviria, Viviani and Caleb Ewan will be the 3 fighting it out. Perhaps Laporte can put in a good performance and get on the podium again. So we will be working solely for Viviani today. Hopefully he can get his 2nd win of the race. So we are on the start line yet again, and again we get a +1 day on a flat stage. It's just typical of this race. Hasn't quite gone to plan for us. Viviani gets the 0 day, but again, really good fitness. Hopefully he can take the stage again with those stats. So guys, we are now into the final 10 kilometers of the stage. Breakaway is just up the road. There's Decourt and Valet, but I think they are about to be caught just before the finish, which is a shame for them. But of course, great for our sprinter, Elia Viviani. He's down here. He's on Gaviria's wheel at the moment, I think. Again, doesn't look like he wants the classic De Koenig quick-step lead-out train. It's Decourt left up front, but as we head into the final 7 kilometers, he will be caught. Victor Campanat's doing the job there. Pace isn't too high at the moment. No crosswinds today, so we don't need to worry about that. I think we're just going to try and grab one of the sprinters' wheels up here. Who can we see? Let's go on Demar's wheel for now. Let's just... we can't do that. Yeah, we're fine for now, just staying right towards the front here. Let's actually lower it to 70. We don't want to be this close to the front. There's Sam Bennett here. Perhaps we can follow him. There you go. Where is Elia Viviani? Here he is. 3 kilometers to go now. Not long to go in the stage. Let's try and up the tempo up to 90. Gaviria's here. Let's try and follow him. We may as well. Viviani now sprinting for the line. Gaviria looks in great position though. Who's going to take it? Philipsen leads out Gaviria, I think. Looks like he will take it. Or will it be Elia Viviani? No. Fernando Gaviria takes the stage ahead of Caleb Ewan. Viviani in 3rd. Cavendish in 4th. And we will round out the UAE Tour with Remco Evenepoel in, I think it will be 15th. 15th position for Remco. Not bad. Not the best race, but certainly not the worst. So Fernando Gaviria gets his win for the home team in UAE. The former quick-step man, of course. I think that's his first win of the race. And Patrick Conrad wins the UAE Tour for Bora Hansgrohe. What a result, beating out the likes of Froome, Nibali and Simon Yates. Magnus Cort Nielsen takes the points jersey. Great performance by him. He beats Conrad and Gaviria. Viviani was down in 5th for us. And Daniel Martinez takes the white Young Riders jersey. Dominant performance by him. Remco comes in 7th position. So there it is, guys. The UAE Tour is in the books. Not the best race for Remco, to be fair. Where did we finish overall? In the end, 37th. Perhaps not a true reflection, seeing as we were helping out Alaphilippe on that final stage. And we did get that unlucky fall on stage 3. So we did drop some unnecessary time, that is for sure. 7th in the Young Riders certainly isn't the worst performance. De Plus, Pogacar, Martinez, they're all older and stronger riders than we are at the moment. Of course, Sam Oomen as well. We've got time to develop, so 7th isn't too bad in this competition. So yeah, certainly not the best race for us, but considering it's Remco's first World Tour race, I don't think we could have expected much more. So moving on, we do get some points for finishing our first World Tour race and stage race, and that moves us up to level 9. And as you see, looks like we're going to get a really nice progression here. Climber looks very tasty. Stage races, how's that different? Climber's definitely the better one, I think. We'll go for Climber here. Let's have a quick look at the others. Yeah, we want that mountain. Let's go for Climber. 75 mountains, 73 hills. Improvement in the time trial as well. Our physique really improving as well. +3 to stamina. That's really big as well. Acceleration up to 65. I think this is a really good progression for us. Let's do that now. There you go. That's really going to improve us as a rider. Let's go forward one day, take a look at the stats. So there we are, still a 71 overall, but really improving already. Really nice to see. So the next race for Remco are the 2 Belgian Classics. They're only HC races and they are on cobbles as well. We certainly won't be one of the favourites in any of these races, but they will be Remco's first races on home soil in Belgium. So excited for those 2. Then we'll head to Catalonia for what will be a really fun race, I think. A mixture of flatter stages, lots of hills and a few mountains as well. Perhaps there's a time trial that I missed as well. But yeah, that's a really good race. I think Remco can really show off his increase in stats in this race in particular. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, guys. Not the best UAE Tour for Remco, I know. But hopefully it can only get better from here. So if you enjoyed this one, drop a like and a comment down below. Tell me what you thought. Tell me how I can make these better. And I'll see you guys in the next one.